Hi everyone, welcome to week 3 of A Link to the Past Randomizer League. Open Division, sorry, Karma. Joining me tonight on commentary is IP Karma of Crystal Roller Crew, and tracking for us tonight is Lamaga. Our matchup tonight is between ZaphiQuals and ph, or Fibonacci?
Yeah,
Karma?
he goes by
Okay.
Fibonacci.
Alright. I see the Fibonacci sequence, but I don't see the letters. Up past the Picanha. Right now, this is the second game of the week between your two teams. I believe Armalex beat Tapatino earlier this week.
Yes.
In an exciting match, I was told.
Yeah, it was fairly goofy.
Yeah. And our mode this week is the AD keys, almost all dungeons. Because we don't probably have to do Agate Tower, but we may. And both the runners are starting off the Uncle Start for the seed. Well, I'm thinking Uncle Start, but I'm not calling cross keys, so this makes sense. And Fibonacci gets a little bit more luck with the guard drop than Zaf did.
So go ahead.
I was going to say so we're going to be having to beat all the pendant dungeons today because the Ganis Tower Big Key is sitting on pedestal, but Ganis Tower is still locked by 7 crystals. So, with any luck for our two runners, they're going to have to full clear Ganis Tower looking for some random item to go beat all their pendant dungeons, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, so no, this mode's been interesting. This is, I think, Zaf's first official race of the league. But we've been, leading up to this week in AED keys, and AED keys is just kind of intriguing. You don't have to do Agate Tower unless it's required for Dark World, but there's still 2 items in there, so it's like,
Yeah, you may just sneak in there at some point just to see if there's anything. It looks like Fibonacci's heading to take a look at what's at Lumberjack.
Yeah, that's an early Lumberjack check with no boots. Usually you don't usually see this bootsless. Crabs aren't great.
No. Yes, and to answer somebody's Fibonacci's sprite is Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life.
That was a key. I could not tell if it was big or small, but it's definitely a key.
Oh, good. Just what we wanted. So there's a decent chance that it's all dungeons required then, period.
Yeah, and I think I want to say the bottom of that looked like a big key, but it's so hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, nice to get the Uncle Bombs right off to start before going to Kakariko.
Oh yeah, that 10-pack of bombs being right there and drop was really nice. Ooh, yeah. Rupees for the tier. He got hit, so tier 2.
Alright. Our tracker is saying that it looked like a big key. Okay. There's 3 or 4 of those that we can work around. Hopefully it's not one of the required ones.
If it is, then, knowledge is big in this, especially in this mode. Because knowing, what you have to do, it could be a while unless boots show up early before Zaf ever goes and actually looks at that.
Yeah. For example, I could actually agree with you, because I was watching a race earlier today, and the runners kind of needed to find one last big key in the seed. And due to shenanigans that had happened during the course of the seed, there was a big key just sitting on the Lake Island for a while, and it was quite clearly the last big key everybody needed. And both runners full cleared Ice and Swamp Palace before one of them went to go check Hobo. And saw a big key and then immediately turned around and ran back to the Dark World.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this mode's very interesting. The fact that you have to clear all 3 pendants just to be able to clear GT makes this mode kind of intriguing in logic. Because there's a lot of logical implications that go into everything you find.
Yeah. Even I see structural mics in chat, and I'll throw on the bone of even the maps and compasses. Like even if like we know we're running 80 keys here, they actually do play a bit of importance because logically, before you're expected to collect a dungeon prize in this version of the randomizer, you are expected to find both the map and the compass for the dungeon. So those compasses just are like kind of like one little less block that might be there. I don't think anybody's really going to pay too much attention to it though.
Well, we found 2 big keys so far. One of them is a hard required big key. The other one is not a hard required big key, which makes it more likely that that one in Lumberjack is hard required.
Yeah. We can get around the Skullwood Swamp. Technically Tower of Hair, unless we really want an item.
And ice.
And ice.
Ooh, powder.
Yeah, but kind of with this loadout right now, I kind of expect both our runners will head for South Shore.
Yeah, I mean, we got bombs and blue cane. Moldorms won't be an issue. It's just, we're kind of just following each other. They're kind of doing the same route. Only difference is Fibonacci is pink to Lumberjack at this point, which is why he's a couple houses. It looks like he's a couple houses behind.
Right, yeah. And to be honest, like, for all we know, like, we could have Castle Tower keys in GT. And that would probably be one of the worst things.
Oh, yeah. No, people have a lot of different various things they do with or any kind of ADC. Ooh, this is nice. Just Moon Pearl, just free. They have a lot of different things they do with AD, like as far as what kind of information they want. I think I've seen Zaph talk a lot. I think he will definitely talk to Saha, but he may not check 5-6. He may just wait until he has crystals and see if he has them.
Yeah.
Because you have to just complete dungeons as you can anyways.
Yeah, and generally speaking, like there are sometimes very like large requirements for a lot of the dungeons, like Pod or Turtle Rock. You don't need all the small keys to practically complete the dungeons if you're willing to forego checks. But logically, you need like 6 keys to beat Pod, 4 to beat TR, so or 3 to beat Skullwood's another one. So like if you kind of just wait for the small keys to show up, you could be waiting, to let that help you dictate your hand a little bit.
We did get a divergence here. Zaph went South Shore like we thought, and Fibonacci's going Eastern.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Or at least Saha. At least early Saha.
Oh, good. Mushroom. Quickly, Zap. Run up and fake Clipper.
He likes going over to Agina early.
Yeah. That's our green pen this day. It's ice. Okay.
Okay.
One pendant dungeon that does not need a big key. So like speaking, I believe the ideal configuration for dungeons for pendants in this mode is probably like Ice, Hera, and Skullwoods. Just because like those 3 dungeons, you're going to get anything you need to beat them along with your crystals, so you don't have to worry about something ending up in GT that you don't fully need.
Yeah, it's just if something's in the big chest, can be a little worrisome.
Yeah.
But I do like this little bit of divergence. We'll see. I assume Zaph's going to go finish South Shore. Yeah. Fibonacci may be trying to just score extra money. Actually, Zaph's going to save scum the mushroom.
He doesn't need to save scum the mushroom. He already has the powder.
Or he's at least going to check the mushroom immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, this is.
You're right. He does have powder.
This is a pretty fast turnaround. Like y'all either save and quit or maybe just do the fake flipper backwards. Probably save and quit out of the witch's hut, to be honest.
Yeah, Stallhall's Closet only had a GT small, so we really haven't found anything that's like major progression yet.
Yeah.
Hello. Never mind.
Yeah. I know where's that.
We got a glove.
And that's going to be going underneath the sewers, into the sewers.
So now where is other glove / hammer so that we definitely are not doing Aga Tower for Dark World access?
Mm. I don't quite remember what's in our first bottle. I don't think it was a fairy.
No, it's not a fairy. We got a green goo, and I want to say it was maybe a bee. Second bottle had a bee, I think. Or okay.
There we go.
That's just got Dark World access.
Yeah. That's a good read on his part.
Well, the thing is, he might still do South Shore. At least Mini Moldorm.
Yeah. Yeah, but Zaph will try to push off Eastern now until he can get the tools to also probably dual clear it with Pod. It feels like.
Fibonacci didn't get anything from his Eastern dip.
No, just that one GT small from Saha.
Ooh. Okay.
It's really interesting, actually.
Okay, nothing amazing, but decent.
You know, I'm actually kind of wondering. So let's see where Fibonacci's going to go. Turn in the mushroom immediately. It looks like. But that's really good, actually.
Yeah, Fibonacci will be very happy with.
Yeah. Zav's going to at least go with the Ice Rod Cave.
He's going to attempt to go nice, right? He has half magic and a cane, though, so he's going to cane up when he gets into the last screen of crabs so he doesn't accidentally die.
Yeah.
Because crabs do 2 hearts of damage on green mill, and Zaph has 2 hearts.
Yeah, so this is going to be good for Fibonacci because he'll find his glove here. I'd be afraid, like, if he wanted to Mini Moldorm Cave and he found that Hyrule Castle small key, that rather than check the mushroom, he'd immediately go and try to go through Castle instead.
So is Zaph going straight to the... Is Zaph going to do Castle or go straight to Dark World? Looks like straight to Dark World.
I think you gotta go straight to Dark World. Castle's interesting, but I think you want to hold out for a Fire Rod or a Lamp or something.
I mean, you do have half magic Canaburna, which can get you through to the chest in the back.
True.
He doesn't have the green potion from Saha's Closet, though. I think if he had the green potion from Saha's Closet, to me that would be a heavy think if you wanted the items out of there. So Fibonacci's up a Saha's Closet and a Eastern. Zaph is up a South Shore and an Agina's Cave.
Yeah.
Fibonacci's also up Lumberjack.
Yeah. Third bottle and more cash. Fibonacci's going to skip Mini Moldorm Cave for the time being. The half magic there actually is pretty nice. Zaph could opt to go walk by the bomb shop and take a look at the 5-6 crystals. Is opting not to.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I predicted, right? He's gonna go to Stumpy, go do his dig game.
Okay, apparently, alright. Yeah. What was that map for that Stumpy gave us?
I did not even catch it.
Alright, well, we'll see a letter in a dungeon sooner than later.
Wow, Hype Cave, skip Stumpy, and dig game, go straight over to Vu.
Interesting.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, we are playing an AD keys match. I kind of feel like you're not really going to get too punished either if you start north or start south.
Yeah.
We could actually go do the powder too, you know.
That's true as well. Skipping that as well. Like, I mean, Fibonacci's just beelining it for Vu.
Yeah. I'm not the people in chat. I'm not actually hearing any Discord things on the side on the Discord stream, so I think that may actually be coming in somewhere else. So unfortunately for you. But we may know in 10 minutes. Alright, let's take a look at Skullwoods. Fibonacci's immediately going to the back in the middle. Alright, well, that's one of four of those. One of four. One of the three we need. Unless it turns out we have a vanilla big key or something other ridiculous.
Wait, what did we just get?
You're small number 1.
Nice.
Yeah, just don't accidentally spend it on lava on going to check lava chest on unless you have all 4.
Most of us have probably done that at least once in our rando career.
I know.
I accidentally bump the door, even if you don't even mean to. Sometimes you get deboosted into the door.
I know.
It's a horrible situation.
It was from a race I was watching earlier today. That race was something. I will censor the names to anonymity. Oh, good. Swamp Small. Zaph's gonna fade Skullwoods for a little bit, it looks like. Though, admittedly, like, with the way that he's routed, he can kind of do the Village of Outcasts and then route over eastwards.
There's good differences in routing styles here. I mean, so far it's Swamp Small and Terra Big's kind of interesting, being up in Skull.
Yeah. It'd be nice, like, if Zaph scored a mirror or something down in the air, but we'll see.
Yeah, so he's definitely gonna do north route. Well, he's gonna go to Skull Woods. I don't know where he's gonna go from there. It just depends on what he finds. A small key there too.
Oh boy. Meyer map.
Yeah, what Lynn says, I never know if Zaph is actually online or not.
I just wait for the ingredients. Okay, Swamp Palace map. Starting to eliminate maps that it might not be. That's stumpy.
Book.
Oh.
Book is kind of dirty.
Yeah. But we can see if both of our runners will pass the test today of not reading pedestal. I predict they will both pull it.
Okay, we have a pod key. And a good amount of money.
Yeah.
And death warping out. So Fibonacci goes south, right? Because that's what he has open.
Yeah, he's going to...
So they're just going to recover each other's checks right here.
Yeah, I kind of...
Where do they go after?
I kind of expect Fibonacci's probably going to just start walking over to pod. Check pyramid. I don't think they'll do catfish, but we honestly don't have a lot left in the world.
I'm just hoping Zaph has practiced Kern jump.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it doesn't take 23 bombs like it did last time.
We were not supposed to mention that.
I get to mention whatever. I'm his teammate. You can be mad at me later.
What is our sunrise?
I don't think we've seen it yet. We have Boomerang plus Hammer.
Yeah. Oh, that is a really nice boomerang throw first half.
That was a very nice boomerang throw.
I wonder if he intended it to do that, but... Of course.
Misses the hand. Takes 3 hits and then is like, I'll just wait on the hand.
I'll keep the health. Did not get the small, so it's probably just going to actually drop in into the left side and save him quite out.
So what do we have logically? Logically, we have a check or 2 in pod. We have Pyramid and Catfish. We have Zora.
We got 3 checks on pod. We got Pyramid, Catfish.
Zaph may do Eastern area.
Yeah, Zaph hasn't touched Eastern. Fibonacci has. We can go up the mountain, but we don't have a lamp or a flute to get anything in logic, and really we're just restricted to Spike Cave and 1 item in Spectacle. We've seen Agina and we've seen Ice Rod Cave. So I think Zad's probably going to go do Eastern now.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's trying to clear out early, and Fibonacci's cleaning up mini Moldrums. They're kind of cleaning up each other's stuff.
Yeah.
Still. It's just Fibonacci may actually get to do Zora along with us if he water walks.
I kind of feel like he's got the 500 rupees. He'll probably go for it. Zaph, on the other hand, I think is going to go pay the 100 rupees to Kiki.
Where's our progression going to be is the question.
Oh yeah, we still have the castle. I forgot. We still have literally 4 more items.
Nobody's done castle.
Yeah.
How bad do you feel if it's just the 4 checks in castle that you've had this entire time? Or the 3, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like you'd feel less bad if you didn't have like Hammer, and you'd feel more bad if you didn't immediately like get Hammer and Dark World access. Like doing South Shore at the same time you got the Hyrule Castle small key. Because like skipping Bomb Escape is fine. Everybody's probably going to skip Bomb Escape. Actually, they don't even have bombs for Escape. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
I had to figure out if Zaph muted his pings or not.
Oh, God. Yeah, and Fibonacci's going to set up the water walk. At least set up the fake flipper here. Let's see if Pobo's going to be on the table or not.
Yeah, he's going straight for Gentleman under the Bridge, which I do this too.
Yeah.
If I'm going to commit to this water walk, I mean, you might as well.
It's kind of hard to like justify going back to Hobo sometimes if you do all the other flipper checks.
If there's something over here, it could be harder for Zaph to get back over here because Zaph has already done South Shore.
Yeah.
Alright, we got the piece of heart. Now, we do not have a good setup to splash delete, so we do not have a good setup for getting anything at the Zora ledge.
Oh, don't worry, Zora will just have the bow. Oh, okay, so we actually got... Alright, we've seen both of our meal upgrades now.
Because the other one was library, right? Oh!
Oh, good! We have the flute. Don't worry, we'll totally not last location that.
Oh.
Really interesting.
That's, 2 pieces of, information for Fibonacci. Really good pieces of information, I might add.
Yeah.
And a lot of money right before Zora.
It's really nice. Nothing on the
Heart
ledge.
container. Never getting that heart container. Zaph is death warping, which means pod. Oh, sword on Zora.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It could be a while
Well,
before Zaph goes for that, but yeah.
That gives us, he's probably going to go castle. That's a way easier castle now. Nope. Where are we going then?
It's going to be Dark World, so I have to imagine that this is just going to be Chicken Pyramid.
Oh, Eastern?
No.
Or desert,
No.
sorry, desert.
We're going to Desert.
We're going to desert for 2 checks, 3 checks?
We haven't seen the ledge items, so it's going to be a few items and a scout.
And
I don't think
Agina's cave.
Yeah, he hasn't done Agina.
Yeah.
So, this is really aggressive. Especially knowing where the flute is. Because if you have the flute, you know you have the mirror.
No longer aggressive.
God damn it.
Well, the aggressiveness is all the right call so far.
Yeah.
Well...
I mean, Zaph's going to get bottlenecked over there sooner than later, but... So realistically, that mirror only is getting us 2 checks right now.
No, it's getting us Hera.
Well, I mean, it will get us...
Oh, not logically. Not logically.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Like, we could be seeing something like a fire source in pod right now.
Assume we're gonna see lamp or... We're probably gonna potion glitch the right bow side.
Yeah.
With 3 bottles. No?
I think he's gonna check the 2 up for here and then just go.
Okay.
I mean, I think you're gonna spend the key regardless. A useless map.
I mean, you gotta know what your reward for doing GT is.
Yeah.
I don't even know why that is actually in the game. Alright, so that's it logically inside of... So where's our mountain access thing? Because I feel like it wants us to go to the mountain. It's castle. It has to be front of castle.
Probably.
Now where's PH going?
I was after removing just a tiny bit of magic.
So PH is going to be able to do K45?
Uh,
Is this just for K45 or going over to pod?
maybe check the pyramid mirror in front of the castle.
Oh, yeah, that's actually really good. Yeah. This is really good.
Yeah.
Bow and bow side of pod.
Well, we found our silver arrows today. See where's that?
That's... Yeah, go ahead,
Zaf.
sorry.
I was going to say, where's Zaf going to go? I thought he had the book out for a second, but then he swapped to the bow, so I guess he's just going to go try to clear out castle.
This is an interesting seed.
Yeah. Mirror
just,
Desert... yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're good.
I was going to say, Mirror Desert Legend flute on the island is... God. It's just annoying.
Yeah, it's just, what is our next piece of progression? I mean, I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's flippers in castle.
Yeah.
For the flute. And that gets you your mountain access. Which gets you all of the mountain on Light World. Including all of Hera. You just need a fire source for the basement. But I don't know how to even comprehend where we're at already. It's like Fibonacci feels like he's probably slightly advantaged at the moment. But this early in the seed, that doesn't actually mean too much. Pyro Castle Small is sus, but we don't have... Wait. Well, oh, yeah, you don't need it. It's sus, but we don't have a fire source to go to the back anyways.
Yeah. Thankfully, Zav's got a boomerang, so he just needs to stun the green guard if he gets in his way. Nothing in the castle. Interesting. So it's gotta kind of be Catfish that's got the flippers or a fire source. Interesting. Graveyard led Catfish, yeah. Okay, that's true. We had the 2 mirror checks as well. Another pod small key and a dark cross.
Interesting. Yeah, a lot easier time when you have sword.
Yeah, so let's see where Zaf's going to go here from here. He has the bow,
I assume Fibonacci is just going to Catfish.
Yeah. Yeah, so Zaf, let's see. Zaf's going to take the bow and do the flipper checks. So he'll get the knowledge about the flute. But this will be Zaf getting his sword, which is good.
Yeah, Zaf is just... I don't want to say behind, but he's definitely disadvantaged at the moment.
Yeah.
Fibonacci is just sequenced this seed way better.
Yeah.
And also just has knowledge up. Like, I'm expecting flippers, or... It's either flippers or lamp. I think. Oh, no, mitts.
Mitts, which...
What does...
Okay. Myth chain's now on the table.
It's just gonna follow the mitts. Yeah, I'm not saying the delaying desert's bad, Arm. I'm just saying that the path that Fibonacci has decided to take has just worked out to his advantage so far. Every decision has been good. Like, everything that skipped has been nothing, actually. This is AED keys. These kind of seeds do not stop giving. And they do not stop being terrible. You just have to play the seed the best you can and hope.
You know, Fibonacci did not do the magic powder earlier. Oh, so you know what? I think they might have been down a hotkey because of that.
Yeah, so I think Zaph is almost locked into desert now.
Yeah, I don't think he has anything in logic other than catfish and pyramid.
Which we know that all of that is things.
Yeah. He'll see the mirror and just groan.
Oh, I'm sure he already did that with the flute.
Yeah.
Wait, did Fibonacci do hammer pegs, leave, get the smith, and come back?
I think Fibonacci did hammer pegs, checked it, went in with the smith, and then...
Oh, okay. I thought he didn't have smith for some reason. I guess it just lagged a little bit.
Yeah. The stream's lagging a little while, and I don't know. Then again, Zaph's not going to be happy about that. I wonder if Zaph will take this as an opportunity to just start to go up the mountain, which would be a mistake because he'll miss the mids.
Yeah. So, what do we... So we know whatever Fibonacci's doing, it's probably right. I mean, K45's still on the table, too.
True.
And so is Graveyard Ledge, actually. Nobody's been up to Graveyard Ledge. Because it's isolated.
Yeah. Well, I imagine Fibonacci's going to take a look at Graveyard Ledge, and... It's gone north first. Okay, interesting.
This is, though, interesting, just choices.
Yeah.
Not what I would have expected.
Yeah. Well, Zaph's starting in sync. So I'd agree, Alison, except I feel like if Zaph feels like he's late to the flute, he may want to try to push himself a little further in the logic chain and try to catch himself back up with some efficiency rather than
Quake.
Let's see if Zaph's going to take a look at Pyramid Lumberjack. He is.
This is going to be another groan moment.
Yeah, that's a big key.
Oh, he's going to do purple chest and then walk over to K45. Interesting. I mean, I guess. You can also check check tablet if you want.
Yeah.
This is interesting. No boots for Kingston. I don't hate Zaph pushing this. I mean, he doesn't know what he's missing.
I mean, right now he's really just missing
mitts.
Mitts.
And flippers now, there's the flute.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well,
This is just spiraling.
Just 3 bombs on the torch.
Does he still go for K45, or does he just go straight for flute? He's just gonna go straight for flute.
Yeah.
God, this just worked out so good for him because he went to Dark World.
Yeah. And the good thing for Zaph is though, like, you're gonna get forced into flippers pretty damn quickly. Of course, the bad thing is like there's something sitting over, and we can't get into Mire right now.
We may be able to get into Mire. Well, yeah, we may be able to get into Mire if that Quake is the opening.
Well, no, I mean we don't have Elk Shadow or.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But like if something's up here, then that could be a problem.
I don't know what I hope for Zaph right now.
Yeah.
That small advantage thing I was talking about earlier is spiraled into minutes of advantage because it's just flute plus mirror advantage plus mitts advantage. It's going to be way cleaner routing. People shots at Buyer said this is going to be really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Zaph needs, like... I don't know what Zaph needs. Zaph maybe needs, like, defined boots, and somehow Fibonacci skips them.
Fibonacci just skips something that's starting to get a little more, like, they're getting really close to go out. But we'll see. Okay.
Or we hope that the actual logical bow is buried.
Yeah, we don't know if Eastern or skipping Hera for right now.
He has the small key. He probably wants to go over here and see if he can get a fire source.
He has the big key too.
Yeah, he just wants to up his chances of having a fire source. Plus, he's wanting to end because he doesn't have mitts. He's wanting to end with Spike Cave.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's playing to what he's got right now, which we know is not great.
Well, let's see. Nothing much in Fire Shed. Let's take a look at Checkerboard.
The other bow.
The other bow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, unfortunately, there really wasn't anything else in the front of pod because I think Fibonacci's probably going to like try to hold off on pod as long as possible now.
Mm-hmm. There's boots.
There's boots.
We get like 40 seconds of boots advantage.
That's like 80 minutes of time savings, right? That's how it works. Or is it the other way around?
I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. 20 minutes of boots might save you like a minute.
Yeah. Looks like the Meyer medallion, by the way, was Mambo, so still missing.
I mean, we still do not know if Quake is needed, because if Quake is needed, then that's something that also Zaph may not get back to for a while.
Yeah. So, something on Graveyard on K45 would probably be really big for Zaph, because I don't think that's something Fibonacci's going to check for a long time. Zaph's got boots, so he may actually opt to go the southern path. Good, small key on Hookshot Cave. On the Floating Island, sorry.
So, Allison, I'm not a mathematician by any chance. I do not know any of it. That was more of just a joke. Like, I know it saves more than that. It's just I don't know the actual math behind it. I know somebody told me once it was like for every so many minutes it saves so many like seconds or a minute.
You're a big key. We have found the Tower Hair map, which we now know Tower Hair isn't that the map chest?
That is.
Alright, game.
I mean, this game's been hilarious so far. Well, they're both gonna end up skipping Hera Basement, just because lack of ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do have the Meyer big key, so eating Meyer's on the table whenever we find bombos.
Okay.
TR map.
I'm curious what we're gonna have at the like wheels are trying to turn. I'm not as logically inclined as my teammates when it comes to keys and everything that happens in these modes and like everything we have and know. It's like, I mean, we can't get into ice yet.
Right.
We have, we probably have TR access. I bet Quake is TR. Well, we're gonna do Spike Cave for Zaph. That's all he has left that he can do on the mountain.
Yeah. Well, realistically, like right now, he's down to like Spike Cave and then the couple mirror checks and catfish.
Fibonacci is probably gonna get. Fibonacci is probably gonna get the Super Bunny, maybe TR, and one check in hookshot.
Yeah. Plus whatever that mystery small key is up on the island. Which probably is important, but we'll see. Zhao's heading into the Dark World from here, so this might be K45. Or it'll be Pyramid and Catfish. One
I think
or the
you're
other.
coming from this side. You're going Pyramid Catfish, right? No, he's doing K45 first. This is fine. It'll let him save and quit later with the purple.
Yeah.
Which actually he won't want to because that's his flippers.
No, he'll immediately dash and maybe take a look into Swan Palace. No, just a map, unfortunately. Zaph, do not sequence break flute access. Do you think Zaph knows how to water walk out of Skull to get his flute arm?
Oh, probably. They're both cross keys nuts.
Yeah, but that's a real nutty play.
It is, but I know I think they both know how to do it.
Just rest Eastern when you're bootless, but skip Eastern Palace big chest.
This is essentially going to be a last location mitts for Zaph.
Yeah, he'll just have Graveyard Ledge left.
Which is just unfortunate. It's just how it...
Yeah.
Fibonacci's made really good decisions. I mean, I don't know what Fibonacci skipped. Fibonacci, I think, skipped Ice Rod.
They did Ice Rod Cave later when they had the money for Zora. But...
Oh,
also,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but on the flip side, Zaph had the bow at that time, so he had to just enter the water and he'd have to swim all the way up to Hobo. So
has Fibonacci skipped anything at this point, or have they all done the same
pod.
checks?
It's pod basically at this point.
Oh, okay.
So pod and Zaph's done pod, Fibonacci's done sorry, Stiff Chain.
Yeah.
Of course, Fibonacci's now going to go do Mountain, and so we're going to see how this is going to go turn around.
I mean, we know that the odds are something's here.
Now, interestingly, Zaph can also now do the boots checks here, so he'll probably...
Oh, true. We do have these in Logic.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nothing in the first, and nothing in King's Tomb. This just hard isolates Graveyard Ledge for Zaph, though.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that because he did K45, he can always just come up here with Purple Chest and then nail that if he wants to.
Is Hookshot just going to be over here in these 3 mountain checks?
No?
Small key to TR. Like I said, we might be going into TR.
Yeah, I feel like it.
GT small, another one. Jeez,
I believe that's all.
4. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's all 4 of them. So logically, we can get anywhere in TR in the basement.
So odds are we need the big key that's behind the 2 Castle Tower smalls. Because the only one we don't have at this point that we don't need is Skullwoods. We have all 3 of the other ones.
Alright, so there's Bombos. Alright, let's see what PH is going to hover.
Oh, hover. This is a skill Zap does not have access to. Hover to sword. Another TR small.
So let's have starting with Graveyard Ledge.
So they can do ice and they can do
Mire now.
Mire. And full clear both. Okay, we got Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah.
Which means Zaph is now cornered into Dark Mountain 3 checks or Holy Maribonk. I didn't see what was in that last chest on Hookshot. Plot small. Oh, he didn't get it? Okay.
No, he tried twice and then gave up.
Makes sense. You don't want to spend too much time on it.
Well, there's Quake, so your fears have been countered. Let's see if Zach's going to save and quit with the Purple Chest, or I'll run it down. Or, run with it. Because he'll know that it's got to be Purple Chest.
Well, we definitely have the TR access, so he probably goes in with 3 keys. Because you can do quite a bit.
You can get all the way to Laser Bridge.
I'm just watching to see what Fibonacci finds.
Yeah,
So we know what Zaph's going to find.
Yeah. And it should be noted that we did get a 3rd TR small in Hookshot Cave, so that was a Hookshot lock chest.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, if Hookshot's going to show up here, it's going to show up before Laser Bridge. It'll show up either in the no later than some place called Crystal Roller Room.
Okay.
I wonder if Zaz's going to make it different Huckless Ice, Huckless Swamp.
Possible. He probably falls behind.
Yeah.
He's last located 2 or 3 items.
Yeah.
So Fibonacci just did chain chomps, left, and came over to do spike.
Yeah. This is our last GT small. So that's going for the fluid, which also makes sense.
The bad part is I think Zap is also going to last locate the Bombos.
I don't think he's going up the mountain until he gets like a hook shot.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's going to last locate it.
That being said, like there's a lot of places where hook shot could be. The worst kind of place for Zap right now would probably be Meyer. A deeper nipple. So, dipping TR right there is it's kind of a catch-22. There were still another 2 or 3 items that Fibonacci could have gotten that weren't lost,
Including Lava Chest, which is the scary one.
You still technically need 1 more for that, but yeah. But yeah, you could have pulled 4 more items out of TR, but you also have access to 2 full clearable dungeons. So that's gonna take a look at Meyer and not really get anything here.
You can get silvers.
Oh, silvers, yeah. Be happy to know where his first bow is supposed to be.
So we're decent bit in the seed. We're still missing hookshot, both rods. We need lamp, but we don't really care about lamp. And then we need Eastern big, Desert big, Pod big, Thiefstown big. So we're still missing a few things, and we need some more small keys, especially Pod. We've only seen 2 or 3. There's actually a chance that the dungeon he chose first could be hook locked. It's a little harder in keys, but you don't have a small key either.
Yeah, well, okay, so I was saying for the mountain.
Actually, I'm not even sure. Can it be hook locked? Does anybody know? Can it be hook locked in a keys mode?
If we have a small key in the back of Swamp Palace. Now, the sword was not in one of the hoverable chests up on in the.
Oh my gosh.
Staff.
Staff, please.
Yeah. Or I think this is going to end up with Zaf probably pushing himself into the R for a while because he doesn't really have a reason to come back out.
Even though we know that he does the little bonk chest and he gets bombos.
Yeah. Oh.
Still missing a lot though, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And knowing what we only still know 1 pendant because nobody's really map checked.
No. And the one pendant we know is the green pendant because Saz told us to it.
Well, actually, we know ice is a pendant because they're in iceness. That's the one we know.
Yeah.
Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah. Alright.
We haven't found anything, have we?
No.
I don't know how behind Zaph feels right now. That's probably going to provoke his play.
Yeah. Now, the third TR small that Zaph would get to, if Zaph had 3 TR smalls, I think he might. With 2.
Well, he doesn't have anything to come back out to, so he may just push as far as he can.
Yeah. What was the...
Which would be big chest, right?
What was the small key that we had on the floating island again?
I actually do not remember.
I don't think Zaph grabbed that. Somehow.
What keys does Fibonacci have that Zaph doesn't?
Was it a pod key? It was a pod key, I think.
Well, that could be bad.
Yeah. It's on the... Oh, that's unfortunate. Zaph just not going to take any nonsense from the pokey here.
Yeah, Fibonacci has not found realistically anything.
No. Yeah.
Oh, that heart refill.
So yeah. Logically, this is like the extent of all of we can get a TR. Fibonacci could have gotten further down to Laser Bridge after these next 3 checks.
I mean, Zaph probably steals the key.
Yeah, I guess.
You never burn this key in any kind of keys mode.
A fire rod down here would be really nice for Zaph.
Alright, Eastern Big was on Cold Stare.
Yep.
Which means we're probably going to see Saha and Eastern pretty soon. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh.
Shot is a mimic.
And
that is good
really
for
nice.
us.
That's really nice for Zaph. He probably thinks Fibonacci has this, but that's actually really nice for Zaph.
Yeah, he's going to go all the way to Laser Bridge.
Yeah. He'll go to Laser Bridge, drop down, and then do Hookshot Cave, and we'll see the one thing that Fibonacci missed.
Staff is getting slapped this entire seed. He finally has one good thing happen to him. James, to be fair, that's the first thing that has went in Zaph's favor.
Yeah.
Fibonacci has literally made every correct skipping call so far this week.
But like a fire rod is in Swamp Palace behind the hook shot. Like Fibonacci's not getting that hook shot for a while. And
he may do Hookless Swamp before he goes back up for it.
Yeah.
What's going to be interesting is Zaph's going to get the third TR small too.
Yeah.
A pod small. That's good. Also curious what's in the one chest that Fibonacci could not get. The hover chest.
So that's going to have to go up here because I think he wants to grab the full magic way back up.
Well, he's gonna get Master Sword. He's gonna get
A Turtle Rock Small.
Mm-hmm. And we do not know what else he's gonna get.
Yeah.
Curious what order he's gonna do things in, though. He's kind of got his pick of the oyster, because, I mean, you've got silvers, so Myers kind of easy, except for the dark room. But you've got, like, 2 potions for it. You've got ice, which you've got Bombos half magic. Again,
Well,
shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, what was that a big key for?
Oh, I just missed that.
Desert.
What was it? Desert.
Desert.
Okay. Alright, so ice is locking Eastern, which is locking Desert. Sure.
Oh,
Lamp
right.
is in the last chest. Okay.
I think you're going to go Dipmire now.
Yeah. Which is kind of unfortunate now that we know where Desert Big is, but it's fine. Desert's not bad to get back to. Yeah, he's going to go get his 4th Pod Small. So this is going to let him clear most of Pod. Yeah. He'll have to pick a chest. Well, he doesn't have Big Key yet, but... Hopefully I don't know if he'll go back until he has Big Key. Now, Fibonacci did decide to do Eastern first, so Fibonacci does not have silvers for Eastern.
Zeph,
right.
Where are you going?
Where is it?
Era Basement.
Oh, he has Lamp. Oh, God.
Yeah, you know.
Fire Rod and Hera Basement would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hookshot is in Mimic Cave. Pack it up if that's the case. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Fibonacci just runs back to TR. Though Fibonacci's routing, I cannot predict it.
Yeah. So let's go see. We'll get a little more insight into what's in Pod now. But yeah, this being like your first fire source and this being completely screwed up, I see why Zaph is going for this.
Mm-hmm. Again, you feel behind, you're going to take some pretty good risks, and he's taking some risks, I'm pretty sure, with like the 3 or 4 last locations. He feels fairly behind. It is a ice small.
Okay. Not what you wanted, but you will take that.
I think that puts everything in ice and logic, though.
Yeah. So, let's see, where's that going to head off to now?
Swamp.
Swamp.
It's fair. It's full clearable, you have big key, you have small key, you're good to go. You're banking on the fact that hook shot was in a bad spot and your opponent does not have that, is what Zaph, I think, is banking on right now.
Yeah.
Wait, there's what? What did I miss? Fire Rod. Okay, Fire Rod's in Pod.
Okay.
Was Fire Rod in Dark U?
I'm guessing so. They're saying Lamp was the first fire source.
Fire Rod's lamp locked. Okay.
Desert Palace, small key.
Was in the first chest of
Swamp.
Nice. Order of operations could hurt Zaph, though.
Yeah,
if you go Mire next, then you might be priced into doing the Desert Small. But it's not hard to get back to just beat the boss of Desert.
Right. I feel like, so when I was evaluating his options for earlier, like the fact that he didn't have any magic is why he kind of rolled off ice first. I think, like, especially now that you got that ice small, you just run and do ice because that's going to be your fastest of the next of the 2 dungeons you could do.
True. Nobody likes doing Mire early.
Yeah.
Alright, Fibonacci's on his way to his silvers. Well, this seed became interesting. It was all Fibonacci all day, and now it's at least interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not setting up the funeral dirge.
Mitts were catfish.
Yeah, so the early seed was Fibonacci just routed really well. Early seed, he just chose right directions. Zaphiquals located like 4 different items. Pretty sure Fibonacci's going to come close to last locating the hook shot.
Yeah. To be fair, like,
he'll have almost everything done by then, but he'll have to come back off the mountain to do Swamp. And Swamp is the other pendant, though, which is actually a big deal.
It's our second pendant.
If TR's not the last pendant, that actually could be a big deal, because it could push him. Yeah. If something else is in Swamp, he could do GT before Swamp.
Nothing on left side. Mogul says the only thing is that Mogul has to offer is beer. I don't want that beer. I think it makes people go blind. Or turn into clowns. I'm not sure which.
So far, we really haven't got much in Swamp. We got a red shield in the Desert Small.
Yeah.
But those were easily accessible. Now we're about to get into the hook lock section, which realistically we want the big key to the 3rd pendant would be the best option.
Yeah. Someone in chat's asking, is there a seed completable without hookshot?
No.
Not depending on the it depends on the settings. With the settings that we have, you need a hookshot 100% of the time to complete the seed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Especially with like entrance randomizer, that kind of happens. Because what will kind of happen is that you have to hookshot across to the final chest in the game post Moldorm 2 to get to Aga 2, so you always need a hookshot for that. You can beat it with shenanigans known as hovering, otherwise, but if you're playing something where fast cannon's on and you don't actually have to beat Aga 2 to fight cannon, then you don't even need a hookshot for that.
So, CT small number 1 is hookshot locked in the back of Swamp. Because I forgot, we do have a big key.
Yeah.
That's unknown.
It's these Skullwoods or Pod, because we know...
We don't have Thieves Town yet either, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 3. One of them was skippable.
Not a bad fight. And Tempered, ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely just doing nice, because...
And Fibonacci's finished deserts, now I'm Mire. I don't think we found anything in the checks in desert. Doesn't look like we did.
No. Just land all that.
Yeah, he's going to ice. So he's going to get his green pendant, he's going to get his Eastern Big.
I thought I put up 5 pod small somehow.
Oh, he's picked up a... Maybe there was a bunch of pod smalls in Swamp. Which might mean that pod is our last pendant, and that might be the pod big on Torch, or on Lumberjack. Especially if there was that many pod smalls in the back of Swamp. I mean, odds are we probably are doing a CT castle hunt.
Yeah. We're 2 dungeons to 1 at this point. Good Zaph remembers he's got the big key and a small. He doesn't need to go.
Yep. We're still missing Ice Rod. We have not seen Thieves Town Big, and we have not seen Pod Big for Go.
Yeah.
So we're 3 items from no mode. Oh no, Thieves Town Big was in Meyer.
Oh.
Fibonacci has Thieves Town Big. I'm guessing it was in Cutscene?
Ape, that's a mystery small key. Probably not too important now. Unless it's the second Castle Tower key.
True. Yes, there is a big on Lumberjack. Thieves Town Big was in Compass Chest. Okay, that's the one north of the fire rooms, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's the one area you just have to light the torch, the first set of torches for.
Okay.
I'm surprised Fibonacci, with that being their last chest, opted not to come in from the top side and just hook across and fall into the pit. That seems like a slight error in their routing, but it's not going to be too bad.
Now it's just a Zaph dive back into Pod with no Pod Big. I assume he does Mire and Desert without the Fire Rod. After this.
Well, he's going to get the Eastern Palace Big Key next, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah, Desert's in Eastern, that's right.
Yeah. So
I forgot.
Yeah, needs to get the spare key.
So Fibonacci is up quite a few dungeons.
Yeah.
Fibonacci is up a Desert, a Eastern, and about to be a Mire. Zaph is up a Swamp.
But there's still a good chance that Fibonacci's going to have to double dip Swamp Palace.
It just depends what he thinks his play is.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to find out soon.
Well, I think it'll be Thieves Town next.
Oh yeah, we do have Thieves Town, man. And we have Skullwoods. He's going to do both.
Yeah. Like, he's going to get into... He'll get into... Oh, good. Their medallion that we don't need is on Vitrius. But I think Zaph will make the play over to Eastern now just to knock that out. And then... did Fibonacci skip any chests and pod that weren't Helmasaur? I'm not sure exactly how many spells they had.
Wait, Vanilla Big Key chest maybe? Where's Zaph going?
I'm assuming... Is this a Castle Tower check? This be a really aggressive Castle Tower check. No? Oh, he never checked Bombo's tablet. So I guess this is Bombo's tablet and into some, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, Fibonacci's in Thieves Town.
It can't be Pyramid Fury because Zav's only beat one pet crystal dungeon.
Okay, we are going to Mire. I mean, Desert right side is also unknown.
Yeah.
So we're probably going Mire. His Mire is also probably going to be slight. I don't know if it'll be slightly faster with no Fire Rod.
It depends if he opts to skip cutscene chest or not. If he feels really behind, like, there wasn't anything in that one.
Yeah, we also have no clue what the actual 5-6 are. Nobody's map checked or checked to see what they have yet.
Yeah.
Fibonacci's up 3 crystals, about to be 4. Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
This
Fibonacci's probably
is
gonna
the
be,
crystal.
We'll have like 4 or 5 crystals by the time. There's the pod big. So realistically, Zav's just going to go single tip pod Easter probably because he'll get.
Wait, so that was pod big, so the key on Lumberjack means nothing. Key on Lumberjack is Skull Woods.
No. It could still be a Castle Tower key.
No, not Lumberjack is nothing. The Castle Tower key. We don't need the Castle Tower key then.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, the only big key we're missing is Skullwoods, so it's Skullwoods.
Yeah.
Unless it's locking the ice rod.
God damn it.
We're still missing the ice rod. That's the only thing we're missing.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I agree, Arm. It's just unfortunate because we know where Desert Big is.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate sequence.
Yeah, but you never know. The ice rod could be in there.
And he might actually do Thieves Town next. He may get to do Eastern and Pod together.
I feel like that's what's going to happen.
So it'll be interesting when he goes into the skull to see if that's the other pendant.
There's a question in chat. Oh, there's our last pod key. For this mode, the Ganon Tower boss key, big key is forced to be on pedestal. So no one should be reading pedestal before going to pedestal, or even reading pedestal when they go pull pedestal.
On Zap's side, we're missing the Pod Big, which is in Thieves Town, and we're missing the Desert Big, which is in Eastern.
Yeah. So let's
So
see.
he will get into go mode fairly quickly. He's seeing what this key is.
Yeah, this could be a fire key or a Skullwoods key. This being a Castle Tower key would not be good for. Well, I think he knows, he has the knowledge about that being the Skullwoods big key, but.
Yeah, because he's the one who has everything other than the Skullwoods Big.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why'd you dash? Okay.
What, dash down? Oh no, that's easy. That's because it forces you don't have to scroll the camera as much.
Which key was that? I missed. I looked over and missed the text box.
I missed it too.
What small key was it?
It could not have been a pod key. Oh, so the last TR small. That's interesting.
Oh. Yeah, Ice Rod could be just in lava.
Yeah.
That's a key Zap might not get.
No.
I actually think if Ice Rod is just in path, this game is very, very close.
Yeah. I feel like if Ice Rod is like on Desert Right, I think Zaph's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say. It really is going to depend on how much double dipping Fi is going to go try to pull off after this.
If Fibonacci goes to Hookless Swamp
we got
first.
Skullwoods is our last pendant.
Okay. So that's interesting. Which means, well, that's actually bad for Fibonacci, though, because that means Fibonacci will have GT access on the way up the mountain, too.
Yeah, but they'll find their... Yeah. Means the Ice Rod can't be in GT.
I guess it's not too bad. It means you probably do GT into Swamp at that point.
You can't... You have to go. You have to get the big key to climb.
Oh, okay, that could be, yeah.
We're just going to see a couple of minutes of just climbing the mountain, unfortunately, for the
All right, nothing on Right Side Desert.
No.
We do not know where Ice Rod is yet.
Yeah, and this will be face down because you can full clear this, and you'll feel good about yourself.
Because you get the combo pod in Eastern.
Yep.
But you'll have to go back for just back at Desert and the big chest.
I wonder if Fibonacci's going to take a
Hookless Swamp.
Hookless Swamp, and then maybe see what our bomb turn in if we have the bomb available.
And you probably go finish pod.
Yeah.
No. Oh, well, I guess he already knows he has bomb available. He's just going for it.
Or maybe he is going to make his decision based on if it's available or not. It's available.
Yeah. So between the 5 crystals he has, 2 of them are the 5/6.
And all the ones that he has are essentially almost completely in logic. I think the only thing that he doesn't have is like a... Yeah. Is Ice Palace, but that's dependent. Somewhere there are 2 red crystals. Exactly. It'll be nice for Zaph. Zaph's just going to mirror out of Skullwoods and grab the big key when he goes through.
Alright, here's Pod Big. Still no Ice Rod.
Interesting. Eastern is not one of our red crystals today. We can ascertain that much. Castle Tower check now for Fi. Fibonacci, sorry.
This is weird because he can only check 1.
Yeah, but...
I mean, if it's in the 1, you feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
It's not. So worst case scenario for Fibonacci would be Castle Tower, second chest having it. Or the Skullwoods Big. But I think both players would last location the Skullwoods Big.
Yeah. Alright, well...
Going to finish pod.
Zaph now knows that the Keon Lumberjack is... at best, is the Skullwoods Big.
Well, he doesn't know Desert yet.
Oh, he doesn't know Desert yet, true.
So he's down to 50-50.
Yeah.
He'll feel real good when he goes and does Desert Pod, or Eastern Pod, and finds his Desert Big.
I'm pretty sure Myers Day required Bombos blind.
Literally, whoever is the only way I'll say Zaph is ahead is if Fibonacci goes to do Hookless Swamp.
I think that's fair.
If Fibonacci goes to do Hookless Swamp, then Zaph probably pulls ahead. If not, then this race is going to be really, really close. Or Fibonacci's in the lead. I'm still not even certain.
It's Hookless Ice versus Ice Redless TR that you've already cleared half of.
Yeah, and TR. Here's the other fun part: is neither one of them's done right side of TR, but Zaph has done everything up to Laser Bridge minus right side and Lava Chest.
Yeah. Zaph's going to go quickly grab the TR small off of the.
Oh, he remembered the small key. That's fair.
I'll let you.
I like this.
He still knows that, and to go back to your point where you just corrected me a minute ago, like, if this is the second cast tower key, he knows he still needs small keys. They're not completely useless for him yet. The hookshot is in Mimic Cave Deputy now. Fibonacci went up to Chain Chomps and TR and bailed. Zaph, due to sequencing, last located Mitz and was up on the mountain later and came through and went all the way out to Crystal Roller Room.
You went all the way through Laser Bridge.
Oh, sorry, through Laser Bridge, yeah.
Yeah, so he knows all of TR except for Lava and Right, and he has access to all of that now. Arm and Tepidino are reliving their seed where Ice Rod was fire locked on right side TR.
Yeah.
Which is still a possibility for back-to-back for both games. I think if it is, that plays into probably Zaph's advantage. Because Zaph's very quickly closing in on A, go mode, and B, clears. Yeah. His 2 dungeons he's going to have left after Pod Eastern, besides TR, is Desert and Skull, which are very quick. Fire Rod is in Dark U. So Zaph's going to have it fairly soon. We're going back in for the big chest and pod. Yeah, it really just depends on what Fibonacci does from here. If Fibonacci goes to Hookless Swamp, then I think Zaph is ahead.
Yeah. So I think Zaph's going to go in here. He's going to full clear pod. Whatever chest that Fibonacci is going to skip, and I'm assuming it's going to be the big key chest, we'll have to keep an eye on.
Oh, does Fibonacci not have... Is Fibonacci a key short? He has 4. Oh.
Yeah.
Was that in TR? Almost had to be, right? Or Swamp. It was either in TR or Swamp.
Pretty sure. I think it was Swamp.
I'm wondering what order Zaph's going to do the rest of this dungeon in.
He's got all the keys, so he can kind of do it however he wants. I would wonder if he'll do the hammer jump to the big chest and then walk himself out of the dark maze. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on big key chest.
Well, see, Teppa, the issue is that he has already been in TR and cleared the 2 first checks. I mean, he still may go back, but he's already cleared Chain Chomps and left side.
He is going to TR. This is big for him. This will be hookshot.
This is going to make the race way closer.
Yeah.
I still don't know who is ahead.
Or Hera Basement, for all we know.
Oh, yeah, this could be a Hera Basement. This is probably Hera Basement first. Coming up from this side, I think it has to be, right?
Yeah.
He made the right play, though.
Well, has started to make the right play.
Yeah. I mean, from here, you have to go over to TR. I'm pretty sure.
Like, the one thing he should know is that, like, hookshot probably should be somewhere. Just because the fire rod's lamp locked and he hasn't seen the lamp yet. So, this can't be the lamp. So if he's paying close enough attention to the logic, maybe he's hoping that it's just a lamp in a swamp, but it's not. Alright. Staff's doing this kind of in an interesting way, but I kind of get what he's doing. He's trying to minimize the amount of time he's not on the critical path.
So he's gonna get his desert big.
Yeah. I got our Ice Palace key was fire locked today.
Yeah, we're going over to TR.
Zav's big out right now, I think, is if Ice Rod's in the pod big key chest. But we'll see. Or even maybe the second check in the
Castle Tower.
Castle Tower.
Because Zap will probably check everything before he goes back up because he's already done most of TR. Because I think you're going to do Pyramid Ferry into Castle Tower like Fibonacci did.
Yeah. Alright.
He can't do the hooks. He can't do the hook shot chest first because he doesn't have hook shot.
Does not remember that.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Wrong way. Zaph is Fire Rod and Ice Rod from Go Mode.
Yep.
The Maniacal essentially. Oh, there's Ice Rod. The same place it was in the arm Tepidino race. Alright, so Go Mode will be Mimic Cave for PH.
Yeah.
So this chest does not matter.
No.
It's not quite Go Mode yet. It will be soon. But the thing is, Fibonacci will have an extra mountain climb.
Yeah.
It just depends on how fast Zaph gets back. Oh, that second castle tower small.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
I don't think Zaph will do that before. I think Zaph will go push TR, but we'll see. It's 3 chests. That's versus 2, but
Well, he's also got Pyramid Ferry, so it's gonna be 4v3.
true.
Technically 5v3 if you count that. That's the Skullwood's big.
Yeah. Well,
So
I don't
it
think
just
he's gonna.
depends.
He's not gonna. I don't think he climbs.
Okay, Zaph is now hunting for Ice Rod.
Yeah. Fibonacci just needs to remember to check Mimic Cave and not pretend that it doesn't exist. It shouldn't happen, but weird things.
So Fibonacci is up a desert and a skull versus a swamp, and it's going to be a TR, or at least most of a TR.
Yeah.
Is doing Mimic first. Here's Go Mode for Fibonacci. at 130 and 920. He does have Go Mode Swamp.
True. Here's Zaf heading for desert.
Makes sense. It'll be Desert and Skull back to back. How far ahead do we think Fibonacci is?
I think a lot of it's really going to depend on what Zaf does after Skull.
I mean, because Zaf gets to do Skull Woods and pull Pet.
Yeah. Fibonacci has like 3 or 4 extra minutes of just overworld traversal left in this seed.
He's gonna have an extra mountain and extra all the way to.
Bed.
This is, I think, closer than what people think.
Yeah, I think
Skull
really
is very fast.
Yeah, I think it really.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say I think it just really depends on where Zaf is going after Skullwoods.
Yeah.
If he goes for like Castle or whatnot and decides not to like, I'm super far behind. Maybe I just try TR.
Sword is on boss.
Yeah, Sword's on Argus.
And we missed the 1 cycle.
Game gives Zaf a pity arrow.
This is actually, I think, more interesting than we think it is. What we'll see. Literally, I think it does come down to where Zaf goes after Skullwoods and pulling GT big. Yeah, you go in here, you do the big chest. This makes sense. You never want to come back over here. Zaf never skips, so you're alright. I feel like he probably will do everything off the mountain first. Because of how much a TR he's done.
Yeah, he's only got 3 checks, but...
Again, it also depends on how far behind you feel. Fibonacci having to be careful.
How's a blue go? So...
There we go. Just as soon as Zaf gets out of here, where he flutes, I think, determines how close this is.
Yeah.
If he flutes to 4, this is probably a minute or 2 ahead on Fibonacci. If he doesn't flute to 4, if he flutes to 1, this is probably close. Like minute and a half close. Hook also locked Desert small, but it just doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Zap is doing this because he doesn't know whether this is a pendant or not.
No.
So I think he's doing this to see if he's in GT mode. Some bad moth RNG. He was hugging that top wall. Oh yeah, Zap has been in PR.
Yeah. Yeah, he knows it's the crystal, and that's his 3rd pendant, so he kind of knows it by default.
Like I said, I think PH is in the lead, but I think it's not crazy far ahead if Zaph goes straight to TR.
He mirrored, which is interesting, instead of going back for the bridge chest.
Well, he's getting his GT big.
Yeah, I know, but you'd think he'd do this second.
He might have forgot it. Who knows? I'll let Zaph go through the thing. He didn't forget it. He just dummied. Yeah, Fib's ahead. Fib's ahead by probably a minute or two.
Oh, that's where the map was. All right, is Zaph going to go?
Let me save and quit.
He's doing the Pyramid Fury and Tower.
Yeah, we're dead.
It's not.
Oh, we're dead. That's
Yeah, I know.
That's it. He had one chance and it was to skip.
Yeah. Even then he would have been halfway part of the way into GT at that point, so part of the way into TR, so. But yeah, no, this makes sense. It's unfortunate that the ice ride was fire rod locked. Yeah, I don't know where the other pod keys were that Zaph missed early on, that he might have been able to pull that ice rod, that fire rod a little earlier when he first.
Well, Fibonacci's also going to be on tempered here in about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It's just on Argus.
Yeah. As far as Zaph climbs, just with the Skullwoods big key after he did Skullwoods. He's got the mirror out, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to go to Skullwoods. It's just he's the whole TR behind at this point.
Oh, that's our last goal. What small key was. Yeah,
he's saving with the wrong location. I'm just saying it could have been a lot closer, Maniacal. I know the Pyramid Fairy didn't cost him. Well, the Pyramid Fairy just made it so it was probably not too close at all.
Yeah.
If he had went straight to TR, he would at least be, within mistakes portion. I mean, yeah, big mistakes, but still, but. At this point, it's literally not possible, like you said, unless Fibonacci just forgets how to play the game.
I mean, Zaph was basically... He had been in a very uphill battle this entire race, and I think Fibonacci not going into Swamp Palace and going back into TR is kind of basically what cost him. Because that would have been another 4 or 5 minutes, and that's probably
Mm-hmm.
like right now. Zaph would be at Ganon's tower, and Fibonacci would be halfway up the mountain.
Yeah, it just came down to choices, right? So like,
Yeah.
Zaph found the early hook shot, which we thought would pull him back into the race. It's just the ice rod happened to be NTR as well.
Yeah.
And it was not locking. The hook shot was not locking anything except for lamp. Well, technically, it was technically, logically, it was locking fire rod, and yeah.
There were a lot of nice things that the hookshot was locking. Unfortunately, not any of them were part required.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the thing that also I think kind of hurt Zaph a little earlier on was he did a Gina. He did the damage to Gina, which I know why. And he didn't look at the ledge at that time, so if he found the buck, then I think they would have immediately pulled him back over to the desert region. But that unfortunately didn't happen.
Zaph will be in GT.
Yeah.
Don't know how far up he'll be, but he'll be in GT.
They'll be mid-gauntlet. Zaph having a much easier time with Trinex. You know, it would have been funny if the if Pod was one of our 5/6 crystals, and that was what was locking. Did Fi have Pod beaten by the time they went and checked Pyramid Fairy?
Sorry, what was the question?
I was going to say, do you remember if I beat Fibonacci beat Pyramid Fairy before going to beat Pod before going to Pyramid Fairy? I was just curious if maybe the Pod map on.
So.
Nah, I just find it funny if Pod was one of our 5/6 crystals, and the map on Trinex told you that it was that Ice Rod was locking Resort and Pyramid Fairy.
Alright, and Zaph started his climb while Fibonacci is dropping into the Ganon fight. So you should see a pretty good quick pick here. We've got tempered and silvers, so it should be fairly quick. You get the 1-in-1, and then 4 hits, 4 shots, done. Well, I guess technically 8 hits, 4 shots, but we're somewhere close to that. 6 hits for some.
Already in phase 3. Nice triple.
A very clean fight.
And with the final race time of 1:55.25, Fibonacci splits the week 1-1. And I believe we're being joined by our runners.
GG's, Fibonacci.
GG's.
Yeah, it takes past the Picanha to 5-1 and drops Crystal Roller to 4-2. Gives past the Picanha the lead in the division currently.
Hello, GG's.
GG's.
Oh my gosh, this mode is exhausting.
Seemed like it.
So Zaph is one of my favorite people in the community. So the first thing I just want to say is I was just so glad that it worked out that we got to race each other, because he's the best, and we joke a lot about what we're doing, and also have like really similar tastes in games and music. So it was just really cool. That's why we're both using the same MSU and everything. So again, big GGs to him and to Crystal Roller Crew for the week. It's always super fun.
Appreciate it. The seed was kind of back and forth. You were ahead very early. Like, you're routing early. You just literally found everything, and Zaph kind of last located mirror into flippers in the midst.
Yeah, he was mentioning that. I'll let him talk about it more, but like that's really, really, really tough when you get super light Moon Pearl and light mirror and stuff like that. That makes it really awkward because you feel like your route's probably less efficient than your opponent might be.
GG Zaph. Is that we are joined by Zaph as well?
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah,
I mean, like we talked about it a little bit, but I didn't chase the book, you did, and I think I don't know the rest of this, right? Like, admittedly, the fact that I was even anywhere near remotely within 10 minutes means that you probably were trying to also efficiently full clear, because this seed was, and this is this is for all the admins and mods. This seed and this mode are dog shit. That's my one. I'm getting it out, but always one. I got my one. Drossi also has a DM, so
a lot of people probably DM'd you. To be honest, there was questions of your Discord notification.
I mean, so the thing about it, right? Like, is I felt really great about Dark World access, and that was about where the seed kind of went downhill for me. It was about, and obviously it's an exaggeration, right? Because I got to see the flute in what I thought was a really cutesy sort of play with, like, okay, I got this bow out of right side pod, and I was like, oh. And in that moment, I kind of realized that things were probably about to be really awkward, because that book and Desert in general were like, that's a 2 off in the East Egypt. And yeah, I was kind of hedging on literally everything. Like, I even spotted that stupid Big Key on Lumberjack Ledge, and then I was like,
Mhm.
huh, maybe this is gonna, like, potentially bail me. No.
Yeah.
No.
Fibonacci knew about that key like an hour before you did.
And that's fine, and that's fair, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure. That's
You
just one
got
of those...
you got both the keys. Fibonacci got none of them.
Huh?
Oh god.
Oh,
The,
Yeah,
okay.
because
um,
Fibonacci was hookshot for
I
the
didn't have to
unhooked.
do it.
So
What?
that was the big
Yeah.
thing. So Fibonacci
That's-
dipped TR first two checks, left. Zaph went all the way to Laser Bridge, had the hook shot. So your out was literally where Ice Rod was. If Fibonacci decided to do Hookless Swamp before going back up to TR. That was your two outs.
Okay, that explains that question you asked me right before, like, the Wizard of Oz pulled you into the talking room. Because you asked me that question and suddenly Fibonacci was gone. I was like,
Yeah.
now I have a lot of questions. Okay, I mean,
Fibonacci's go mode was hook shot.
Yeah, and I was really nervous about what was in TR for a long time, but I was like, you know what? I felt like there was enough other stuff that I had, and then like the seed just kept. It felt like kind of like a drip instead of like a flood until probably the stretch where it was like, okay, we got Desert Big, we can finish like get the Bombos, can finish Desert Mire. Okay, cool. Fire Rod, time to go do. And then there's Thieves Big, so okay, we can do Thieves and Skull, and I can grab that small key on the ledge, which was TR4, I think, if I remember right. And then I was like, all right, so now if I go back there, I can for sure full clear it. I have a Fire Rod to get stuff on. That was actually, because that was the thing I was worried about, was like basically when Zaph went up there, would he have maybe gotten that Fire Rod depending on when he went to pod? Because I put it off for a bit, and so I didn't go there until I had 3 keys and did all the stuff in the back, and saved 1. And then I was like, well, if you went there early and got the Fire Rod and then had otherwise a similar allocation, you could just push immediately onto right side, and you might have had that Ice Rod a long time ago. And so I'm sitting there like, this could be really bad, for all I know. The hook shot is somewhere stupid in like left side swamp, like whatever. So I was just basically saying, I feel like I waited on that, and I'm going to just leave that until I can get back there and take care of it. And
Fire Rod was like Zaph's like next to last item.
Yeah. The one thing I will say, because he's in chat, so I'm going to say, so when like the way that I play this, usually I am, especially with 80 keys, actually, I'm usually a little bit more gambly than this. Like, I don't know if it came through, but like I was very full cleary on this. And that was actually from a conversation that I had with Maniacal, where he was pointing out, it's like, dude, you're just asking to get really, really, really put in a bad spot if you don't basically just play like full clear density until you have like a really clear path. And I felt like that this, like almost all these seeds feel like there's like multiple really trolly item locations. Maybe it's just confirmation bias, but I was like, I'm just going to take well, hopefully not take too much time, but I'm going to like make sure I'm not leaving stuff behind. Like I felt like probably got Quake relatively cleanly. I felt like I got to the mitts pretty fast, like those, and then I felt like I probably got the purple chest pretty fast as well. That was my expectation, was that those were relatively early on my part.
Yeah, I actually want to say, like, I was kind of questioning your decision to go to Desert earlier. You hadn't done Nagina at the time, so like I get the density play, because like I'm looking at the Lake Island, and I'm like, this is a really kind of risky play to go push out to Desert right now, because you see the flutes on the Lake Island, so you're going to have the mirror for there in order to get there. So like, unless Desert's somehow locking the mirror, this seems unlikely. And I think just as I said that, you walked over and showed what Desert Ledge item was, and I had to eat my words.
Yeah, so I mean, like, and that was the thing too. And we were kind of joking about this before the race, about like, if the item or the flooded item, sunken item, whatever, is something useful, I'm just hightailing it to Gina, right? Like, and that's what I do. And I'm like, get the book later. I'm like, no, that's not gonna burn me. And then like as I'm trickling down all these options and I see that flute, I'm like, oh god. And then do 4 in Eastern, 3 Saha, 5 and 3 in Logic and Pod, 2 and now. And I'm like, okay, well this is about to murder me. So yeah, yeah. One of those things where like like you're talking about the trickle, right? Like the breadcrumbs just weren't there, and then with Mirror, it's like, oh god, this is how do I like? And I would even like kind of in terms of just being efficient, or like I totally beefed on Bombo's tablet. I'm like, I could leave this off, but I'm missing 2 rods. I'm missing, I think at the time, like a small key, 2 big keys. I even after I think scouting Desert or Lumberjack Glitch 2, it's like if that's just Desert Big, or I think at that time Pod Big as well. I'm like I'm in such a weird spot. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, it's one of those things where you look at it, it's like you're. I got at this point. Like, I wasn't even thinking about like what you could have done and how you could have routed. I'm just like, I have no idea how to sort of get this like weird late to end game clear, because sitting on no rods for an hour and 35 minutes is just baffling. And the other part too is I was like, you know, if you get Mirror earlier, and the other reason, like, because I realized I had like I had 5-6 at like when I finally cleared dungeons. I'm like, there's just a world where you kind of do that, and the end game kind like the roller coaster starts to go down, and you're like, maybe you never get around to it. And that's kind of why I did this. So I was like, I am kind of hoping this is something, because it could be way too late. But yeah,
Yeah.
I have one question for PH, because I don't know if we've asked it yet. So you hovered most of Hookshot. Do you want to guess what was in the one chest that you couldn't hover to?
Oh god, is it lamp?
oh,
That
it's
was
lamp. Yeah,
It's lamp.
That was your
And that was
logical
my
fire rod.
169th check. That was my 169th check. What was I doing? I can't believe I left that there. That's inexcusable. I should just go back and
So I remember that you could hover, and this is kind of why I was like, in this whole, because like, okay, so like I get the hook shot, right? And I'm like, go to Laser Bridge. I'm like, I could leave because that's swamp, but I'm like, wait. Again, it's just one of those weird things of like, nah. And then the other thing too, because I knew that like, you know, after you realize that like the lamp is somewhere buried. I'm like, all right, there's also a Hera basement. Like that's a thing.
Yep.
Just all of the weird one-offs from the seed, right? Like, and I don't know, like I said, I don't know how you felt. It was like your map, probably all things considered, probably got a bunch of this weird ass like little dots everywhere. Like, how do I even undo some of these? But you know, at the same time too, we both kind of had to clear the overworld as well because of those flippers. It was like, all right, well, thanks, game.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
there
one...
was like a stretch in the...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, I think the one check that you never really got around to, I don't think you ever got to K45.
Me?
No, PH. I think that might have been like one of the... Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot it then.
I did it... Yeah, I did it...
Oh, you did it before Pyramid Fairy, I think, or something like that.
No, I did it... I did it with the purple chest.
No,
I didn't. When did I do it?
I was going to say,
because Purple Chest, you were going to do it, I think, with Purple Chest, and then Purple Chest had flippers,
No,
so you just bailed and went and got your flute.
Oh no! Like I bailed on. I had already done it. I'm like 95% certain, because the way that I routed that was, hey, I can go up, I can hit, I can just knock out Graveyard Ledge, and then save and quit, go back into the Dark World, and I can do Purple Chest Bombo's Tablet together. And that's how I finished that. Because I actually wasn't really... I was like, okay, I'll do Purple Chest. Hey, look, it's the flippers. Well, let's just knock out Bombo's Tablet so that I know for sure. Again, this is like full clear. Just make sure it's not anything. And then let's go get our flute and get to the mountain. Because I hadn't been to the mountain at all at that point. So I was like, I bet there's a bunch of stuff up there. Like at that point, I had like no keys. I think I had like maybe Ice Big or something, like it, or Meyer Big. It was like nothing at that point. It was really weird. It was very backloaded.
But either way, GG's. Like I kept checking the racer and being like, well, maybe he did the same thing as me, maybe he did the same thing as me. kept checking like on the TR. I'm like, all right, he's not finished. Pull the ice rod. Okay, he's not like maybe he's on the same path as me, but I'm like, we both full cleared the seed, so I just and I closed it after or like somewhere in TR, opened it a validation. I was like, yeah, yeah.
It was. I mean, it was super close. Like clearly, if you get over in Spy Desert Ledge when you go over there, like this could have been very very different. But
Yeah.
you know, I mean that's this game, right? It's
mode,
like
yeah.
there's death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah, exactly. This mode in particular.
This one in particular is like it's one of those weird things too because you CT2 is not a bug, it's a feature. And this is one of those things where it's like you kind of like you can easily get, death by 1,000 cuts breadcrumbed and 80 keys anyway. But this seed in particular was just kind of like a weird sort of So,
the two CT keys, by the way, were Waterfall Chest and Pod Vicky Chest, which you skipped the one in Swamp because Swamp you were in Go mode, and you skipped the one in Pod because you opted for Hellway. You only had 5 keys when you finished off over there.
Yeah, he had 4.
Or 4.
Yeah. I had 4. I had 4 when I went through. I think I got the one in Swamp though. It was Waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have got.
Yeah, I got that because
he was opening it looking for tempered.
For the sword. That was
looking
just
for a sword.
That was just on Argus.
I should have figured. I should have been like, you know what? Because I actually had a moment in TR where I was like, I could mirror Bale, go do I finish Swamp, and then come back up and then I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to finish this. But lo and behold, there's where my tempered was, and then I spent a million years trying to beat Trinex. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was a really bad fight.
All right. Well, I have no further questions.
Oh, thank you to Restreamer, Tracker, Comms, even though I specifically wish you guys hadn't. GG's as always. Like, truthfully, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, we kind of strategically set this up to like give us the best chance of a one-on-one because like this was our worst week by far, right? Like just on paper and everything else. But I was also like, I get to play PH. I'm like, oh yeah, I get to play PH. Kind of one of those like the stupid meme where it's like, oh yeah, set this up, play PH. Oh shit, play PH. All right, there's my second one. Whatever. It was just like, but we've never gotten to play before, so I had a great time. And again, like GG's, like this is just a super fun matchup. And I
was extremely happy that this worked out because I honestly all three of you, I think of all 3 of the people on Crystal Roller crew as people I really, really like and respect, and I was really excited for whomever we got to go. But yes, thank you, Yoinker's wife. Thank you a ton, Tofile, Abi Karma, and GG's again, and good luck to y'all for all the weeks.
Sure. Yeah. GG's.
GG's.